Hey guys, this is New.Prime, aka Cup of King. Today I'm going to talk about one of my most favourite games of all time, Mega Man 2. After chatting about Mega Man 1, I hope you've seen that review. If not, go and look at that now, then come back. Mega Man 2 is one of my favourite games. Mega Man 2 is iconic and nostalgic for me. It was one of the first Mega Man games I played. I can remember being a child and playing it in a shop. The graphics, the plot, even the intro have iconic imageries and basically a standard for Mega Man games. The plot for Mega Man 2 carries on the tradition of Mega Man 1, and the evil Dr. Wily is back, this time bringing with him 8 more evil robot masters, with robots designed with different abilities. The presentation has so much improved from the first game, using cutscenes and an intro to tell the story. It may not be much of a story, but it's told so well and it just stays in your mind. You remember this. The gameplay is pretty much the same as Mega Man 1, with the simple directional pad and jump button and shoot button. That's pretty much it. Plus the start button to bring up the inventory when you have a power tank or a new ability. Just like the first game, you gain new abilities from defeating a boss, i.e. when you defeat Metal Man, you gain the Metal Blade, which changes your colour to match that attack, and each attack is a weakness to another robot master. The level designs are still really easy to follow. It doesn't give you any instructions on what to do, but you instinctively learn and know. Even when it becomes really tricky, like when the lasers come across the stage and you have to rush down really quickly. You don't know what to do and you make mistakes and die, but you're still learning on which ways to go. It's a maze, and that's really handy. And you still have the reappearing, disappearing block puzzle, which I hate. It just annoys me. It's a simple pattern, but can be really tricky to learn. Each level has its own simple but really effective game mechanic. Like I said, the lasers that come across the screen and you've got to make your way down invisible platforms till the screen becoming pitch black, where you have to basically guess where you are and try and figure out your way around. Each one adds something unique to the level and goes with its game design. Some games have continued to use these in games like Shovel Knight, a retro game that borrows heavily from the Mega Man series. The music for the game is also very impressive, each level having its own tune, which all of them are very hummable and very rememberable in their own right. The band Psycho Stick even talk about Mega Man 1 and 2 in their video, which is a parody of the Heart song Magic Man called Mega Man. And it parodies it basically tells you the whole story of Mega Man 1 and 2. It uses the graphics from Mega Man 1 and 2, but mostly all the enemies, boss enemies from Mega Man 2. If you watch that, you can even see which weapons to use against the Robot Master's weaknesses, which I find kind of funny because I was watching that as I recorded this. The enemy design in this game is a lot more interesting than the first one, featuring frogs, chickens, panthers, all sorts of animals. Very cute but robotic. Maybe it's because it is the first Mega Man game I played, but the designs for Mega Man 2, for some reason, I remember and prefer than Mega Man 1. the reason why I used Heatman for my intro was because I love his design. Heatman being a lighter, and it's just interesting. Even Woodman, who has a silly design, for some reason that image stays in my head. The fact that he's a robot made of wood. And his attack that he gives you is the leaf shield, which is basically leaves that rotate around you and you shoot at your enemies. It may not sound any like it wouldn't hurt anyone, but think about it, even Pokemon uses a technique like that nowadays. I used to think Mega Man 2 was a hard game. It is a hard game, but after playing Mega Man 1, I can safely say that Mega Man 2 was a lot easier. The enemies drop a lot more power ups, including health and ammo, than the first game. In the first game it was a struggle to find health, but in Mega Man 2 you can actually farm energy and power ups, which makes it a lot easier. Mega Man 2 still holds up today. If you buy any Mega Man game, I would suggest this one. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe.